Meta will reportedly soon use AI for most product risk assessments instead of human reviewers. More on that in moments, but first, Nebraska is the latest state to crack down on how kids can use social media. The state's governor, Jim Pillen, recently signed into law a package of bills aimed at restricting certain social media features that keep kids hooked on the platform. The final bill signed, called the Age-Appropriate Online Design Code Act, will require companies to offer time limits on usage, restrict certain categories of content, and provide chronological feeds instead of algorithmic ones that promote infinite scrolling. The Age-Appropriate Online Design Code Act, also known as LB 504, details that social media companies can only collect the minimum amount of personal data from younger users and offers parents more tools to limit how their children use their accounts. Along with those restrictions, the law prohibits any ads related to gambling, alcohol, tobacco, or drugs from reaching kids on social media. The law is set to go into effect January 1st, 2026, and any companies that violate these new regulations will face civil penalties. Nebraska is the latest state to restrict social media usage for minors, but Texas is also trying to pass a similar ban. Remember, you can find the latest app and gadget news, reviews, price drops, and more at Engadget.com. According to a report from NPR, Meta plans to shift the task of assessing its product's potential harms away from human reviewers, instead leaning more heavily on AI to speed up the process. Internal documents seen by the publication note that Meta is aiming to have up to 90% of risk assessments fall on AI, NPR reports, and is considering using AI reviews even in areas such as youth risk and integrity, which covers violent content, misinformation, and more. Unnamed current and former Meta employees who spoke with NPR warned AI may overlook serious risks that a human team would have been able to identify. Updates and new features for Meta's platforms, including Instagram and WhatsApp, have long been subjected to human reviews before they hit the public, but Meta has reportedly doubled down on the use of AI over the last 2 months. Now, according to NPR, product teams have to fill out a questionnaire about their product and submit this for review by the AI system, which generally provides an instant decision that includes the risk areas it's identified. They'll then have to address whatever requirements it laid out to resolve the issues before the product can be released. A former Meta executive told NPR that reducing scrutiny means you're creating higher risks. Negative externalities of product changes are less likely to be prevented before they start causing problems in the world. In a statement to NPR, Meta said it would still tap human expertise to evaluate novel and complex issues and leave the low-risk decisions to AI. Read the full report over at NPR. It comes a few days after Meta released its latest quarterly integrity reports, the first since changing its policies on content moderation and fact-checking earlier this year. The amount of content taken down has unsurprisingly decreased in the wake of the changes, per the report, but there was a small rise in bullying and harassment, as well as violent and graphic content. Thanks for listening to the show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Today's show featured journalism by Engadget contributor Cheyenne McDonald and was produced by Spoken Layer. I'm Imran Sheikh, and as always, we'll talk more tomorrow.
Spoken Layer.